Hello everyone and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. Well, the Pope is certainly getting a lot of headlines right now, and most of them are inaccurate. The major one came this weekend when the media announced that the Pope was approving of condom use, at least in some circumstances. I first heard about this when my cell phone buzzed an Associated Press mobile alert. It said, "Pope approves use of condoms, sometimes." My reaction when I read it was, what? As I suspected, there was barely any truth to the headline at all, which, by the way, isn't all that unusual. The Pope's comments weren't actually about the subject of condoms at all. The subject was about morality, and he used a specific case about condoms as an example. The specific case was a male prostitute, taken to be a homosexual prostitute, who is HIV positive, who decides to use a condom to not spread a lethal disease. In this case, the Pope says, the man is showing some advance along the scale of morality because he has realized that he can't do whatever he wants. He has at least recognized that his actions affect others and he has a responsibility to others in the culture. That is nothing like saying condoms are good or should be used in a government-financed campaign to curb AIDS. But the media, lacking practically all understanding of anything theological, simply isn't equipped to write stories like this. But of course they will, and they do. I'm reminded of the time when John Paul said that hell isn't a physical place. It's a state of being in intense suffering because you were separated from God from all eternity. The headline on that story, Pope says hell doesn't exist. The case of condom use by the HIV-positive homosexual prostitute that the Pope cites as an example needs a little more breathing room. The Church teaches that homosexual acts are intrinsically evil. Different circumstances surrounding those acts cannot all of a sudden make the act morally acceptable. That's the sort of unspoken issue here that the media is trying to advance. If condom use is okay in this circumstance, then there can't really be anything wrong per se with the act itself. It's like saying that committing adultery is okay if the cheating spouse thinks the act will spice up things at home a little bit. No, the act is always and everywhere wrong and immoral and can never be otherwise. It's also like saying that lying under oath becomes acceptable if you think that your lie will somehow help someone. Nope, the act is always and everywhere wrong and immoral and can never be otherwise. It's also like saying that aborting the child is okay if he's going to be deformed. No, the act is always and everywhere wrong and immoral and can never be otherwise. What's missing in this whole story is the notion of intrinsic moral evil, that some things are always wrong and evil and it doesn't matter what the circumstances or the intention. But if you're expecting to see that in a headline anytime soon, good luck. God bless you. I'm Michael Voris.
Please help us keep delivering these kinds of messages that so desperately need to be heard and acted on. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber. Become immersed in the faith established by Jesus Christ. The Catholic Church is the only hope against evil because that is its God-given mission. As our Lord said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber and come to learn and love Christ more deeply.